welcome. Welcome to our full moon session. How are you doing? How are you doing? It is super spicy out there. We're gonna light some candles. Got some beeswax tapers. And today we are celebrating the full moon in Leo at 16 degrees. And what my intention is to create a peaceful lion's den for you today. A space in the middle of your chaotic animal jungle for you just to feel safe, to just take off your mask and just be. Take off the face that you present to the world, your armor, and just be gross and let it be. And let it go. And let it go. It's not easy out there right now. Existence is not easy. Taking conscious breaths, being the best version of yourself, directing your thoughts towards the highest and greatest intention and good on a constant, regular basis, breathing life into your projects, into your dreams and ideals, taking care of your family and your flock. None of this is easy right now. But I'm here with you and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you working so hard and for striving in the midst of this chaos. None of this makes sense. This is my third attempt to record this video. We're just going with it. We're just going with it. The new moons are for planting seeds, for manifestation, for years to come. And we're planting redwoods right now. The new moons, if we remember from my new moon reading for everyone, are falling at 1 degree of their sign, the very beginning of their sign. And this full moon and the next 4 full moons, I think up until Aprile, fall at 16 degree of their sign. And my angel book, if you follow numerology at all, this specific angel book, 16. You are being invited to upgrade your choices and move toward experiences that support your joy and purpose. Let go and move forward. So I find that to be wonderfully fascinating. So before we get started, please, if you'd like, grab your journal, some coffee, tea, water, and also whatever, Leo means to you. What does the lion's den mean to you? What does a peaceful lion's den mean to you? In astrology, the Leo is represented by the sun, the lion. It is fixed, positive, fire energy. This is a lot of fixity right now in astrology and the energies and the vibrations of the world. It's a lot of like, you can't tell me what to do or what to believe. I'm not changing my fucking mind. Even for myself. I want things to go a certain way, and I want things to feel a certain way, and I want it to be just A plus B equals C, and D happens, even in a magical space. So surrender has been the word du jour. Surrender, surrender, surrender. I surrender to the current. I surrender to the current moment. I surrender to the current. I surrender to where God, the universe, spirit, my family, flock, whatever, whomever you pray to or believe in, whatever needs you right now, whatever's pulling you. Needs your courage, needs your Leo. But just like there's a positive and a negative to everything in this polarity-based reality that we call the 3D matrix in Febbraio 2023, there's the positive side to the Leo, and then there's the negative side to the Leo. Ego. Ego is big for the lion. It's the pride, The lion is not the fastest, the strongest, or the biggest in the animal kingdom, but they're the lion because that's how they're revered, that's how they're treated, that's the vibration that they have, and they've earned it. And, with great power comes great responsibility, as we know. So that can go either way. We all have an ego. We all have inside of us a positive and a negative ego, and nourishing both of them to bring them together as one with ourselves is some of our deepest work. We need a little ego. We need the courage. We need our heart. We need that, like, I always think of like the Sandlot kids, like, yes, you can do anything. You've got your buddies with you. That's like the age vibrationally of the Leo, the lion. So please, as we get started, like I said, grab your journal, grab some coffee, tea, hot water, whatever water works for you. I like warm water right now. It is very cold in the North Shore of Massachusetts as I record this. We are just all being asked to hibernate up here. It's very nice. So please grab your journal, grab whatever Leo means to you, and pause this video. And come back when you're ready. For me, selenite always, 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 always. My emeralds to me, you know, is the Emerald City, the Wizard of Oz. This is home. This is like my lion's den. I use Post-its to actively rewire my brain. So I got yellow Post-its and my beeswax candle going. I am drinking, what am I drinking? It is, it's an espresso blend, but I forget the brand. But it's really nice. It's organic. It's really nice. Really, really nice. All right. So let's get started. So I have, for Gloucester, Massachusetts, this full moon is going to be peaking on the 5th of February at 13:28. And for the Gold Coast in Australia, this is going to be peaking 6 February 4:28. So although, you know, time, this is the perfect, you know, understanding of like there is no such thing as time. Like that is what it is. So the planets, it's when the sun and the moon are in complete opposition to each other. That is when the full moon peaks. So that's why it's different all over the planet. So, you know, like for example, for Aries, the sun is right here. So the moon over there. That's where it's peaking. So let's get started. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go through each sign. And for each sign, we're going to talk about, you know, on the new moon reading that we did, we planted seeds for manifestation, the new moon. And we talked about, you know, what house the sun is falling in and where we can really decide what it is we do want. I'll go back to Aries for that. You know, Aquarius, the sun was right here. The beginning of your house of community and friendship and wishes of the future. So a few weeks ago, we were really thinking about, for Aries, sun, moon, and rising, who do we want to be in this new world? Who do we want to be in the world that we're creating? Like, who are we? What is our role in that? And now the full moon is purging in our house of relationships. You know, it's that equal and opposite. So what relationships do not serve this highest and greatest good, this new version of us that we are, that we've become? Who isn't accepting that? Or is it that we need to really release, you know, beliefs on it's okay that I express myself and I set boundaries. It's safe for me to do that now. Maybe it wasn't a few years ago, but now it is. Now it is. So I can set new boundaries with the people in my life. And if they don't serve my highest and greatest timeline, they just slip away. And, you know, we can just even do some magic and we can write this out. This isn't soapbox moments sometimes. Full moons are super volatile. I don't recommend doing any sort of manifestation work around this time. No. If it feels like it's coming in on a scratchy, you know, payphone on the side of the road, don't call God and say, hey, I would like this specific amount of money and this specific thing, where he's like, I'm sorry, what? What? You want to go here? All right. So be careful. Be careful. Because even if you don't utilize these skills, when we, you know, let our brain go without, you know, trying to rewire it, we're receiving what we're asking for. And we're kind of just like giving this muscle the wheel. So right now, instead of giving this muscle the wheel, let's tell the muscle what to let go of. If something's been really coming up over and over and over, my ear is ringing right now, just cut it out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right. So we have, sorry, I have literally so many pens here, and I'm keen for the 1.0. I had 2.7s. So let's go through sign by sign. And we're going to talk about what it is that we can be purging and releasing. I'm also going to be offering, for those who are interested, a little bit of some passive healing techniques. And these are hands-on healing techniques. I'm a Reiki practitioner as well. If that's a language that you understand, I definitely, if you're interested in hands-on energy work, I will deep dive more into that. But what I'm going to help activate and offer for you is a little bit of a visual as to how you can really just turn your own Reiki hands on, your own healing hands on, and then you can sit in quiet meditation, or even if you're just sitting watching TV, honest to goodness, say, Leo is heart energy. So you can say, heal my heart, get some gold energy coming out of these hands, and then just like put on Melrose Place and just sit. And just visualize gold coming out of your hands into your heart. You don't have to figure it out. You just have to sit there. Your body will do the rest. Do you tell it what to do, it'll just do it. So that's an offering. I can also give a little bit of recommendations on how we can do some purging magic. So as we do purging magic, we, can write out what it is that we release. And this is very general. And, as we go sign by sign, I'll give specific instructions on that. But for the general instruction, what we're going to do is destroy something 3 times. So write out in a black pen, I release any and all attachment to lack mentality. Then we, tear that little piece of paper into a slip where we have it on a Post-it, and we take a red pen, a red marker, cross that fucker out. And then we crumble it all the way up, throw it in a metal bowl, and then in a very safe way, with water around, set that fucker on fire, burn it. You can also flush it down the toilet. You can, stomp it into the dirt. You can mortar and pestle that, but like really let it go and release it. These are releasing. We're not asking for anything to come in. We're letting go. We're throwing away. We're cleaning house. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. So let's go through sign by sign and see what starts to come out. Let's do it. Okie dokie. So we're going to start with Aries. And I have this view right in front of me. And so anytime if you see me just kind of like staring off into space, this is where on my right-hand side, my human form, this is where my guides kind of show me things in my little visuals. So as we go through and we chat, everybody, that's what's happening for Sarah over here. Okie dokie. Aries. So, like we said, this full moon is falling in your 5th house. Creativity, childlike spirits. And this is for Aries sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, and rising. So a few weeks ago, we really chatted about who you want to be in your community. Who do you feel like? What are your wishes for the future? What role do you want to play in the new world? And now that we've really looked at that, I did a video a few weeks ago about hustle culture. And, how even if we want to help and we want to be booked and have client, I want to be the this, I want to be this, I want to hustle, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Are you having fun? Like, although you want to be like, this is more like public life up here. Like, granted, yeah, the 10th house is like your public life, but do you want to work forever until you die? Do you want to hustle forever? No, you want to have fun. Do you want to have kids? Like, it can look unconventional. This is Aquarius season still. You can look unconventional. Things can look unconventional, Aries. We're irrational little rams that we're baby and daddy mixed into one. It's okay if what you want is unconventional. It's okay if what you desire is unconventional. It's okay. You're not a freak. You can be freaky deaky, but you're not too weird. You're not too different. And what you desire and what you want and the role that you want to play, it exists because you exist. It really exists because you exist. You know, we have a little bit of an activation of the planet Uranus in the mix. And, you know, this can be for astrologers, but I'm going to try to make it as accessible for everybody as possible. But Uranus is like the maverick. It's like the revolutionary. It's the little bit of like the ta-da, the sporadic lightning energy. And if it comes to be that in any of the readings today that square like kind of makes sense to talk about, I'm going to reference it. And it's squaring in Taurus in your house of money, values, access to resources. What if this like cool, weird, funky role that you want to play in the new world actually like makes you completely financially free for the rest of your existence and like maybe generationally as well? That's possible for you, Aries. It's there. So really let go of any and all belief system that has to do with like you were taught to play small. By people who just wanted you to be safe. You know, the most beautiful thing about our positive and negative ego and, you know, people that are positive and negative in our life, if they love us, the foundation of everything that they want is to keep us safe. I'll explain. You know, our positive ego, shoot your shot, ask him out, do the thing, absolutely go for it. Negative ego, oh my God, don't go on stage, don't do that, they'll see you, oh my goodness, no, oh my God, don't go out there, you're gonna fuck this up, don't do this, oh my God. The first one wants you to feel love. The second one wants you to feel like safe. Your negative ego loves you so much it doesn't want to hurt you. It doesn't want you to feel that hurt. Doesn't know you can handle it. Doesn't know you can handle it. So Aries, what if play was just as important as work? And what if you got to just run around and be a cherub and just enjoy your life? What if that was an option? Visualize it. I would say for Aries, really focus, just stay with the heart chakra as far as hands-on stuff goes, and just like rub those hands together, get that heat going, get that vibration going. Gold is really the color that's coming through, that's like just, and gold is my color when I think of, or with my Reiki, with my activations, the gold is like the color that comes out of my hands when people see it. So and also I'm right there with you. So if any of this seems like it's way over your head, just literally picture me there with you, putting my hands on top of your hands. I'm right here. I'm right here. On top of your hands, just saying, heal. 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 Don't look at it. Don't try to figure it out. Just say heal. Just let it go. Let it go. That was for Aries. That was for Aries. So now we're going to move along to Taurus. And this is going to be Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. God, I love the Taurus. It took a while. It took a while. But I have a lot of dear friends in my life right now that are Taurans, and I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you, Taurus, for just being you and for just having good taste. Yeah, it's freezing. I don't want to get out of bed either. It's a mess out there. My God. Okie dokie. Where are we going? So, oh, girl. Oh, girl. Okay, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Legacy. Legacy's on the mind. Legacy's on the brain. Image, career, who you want to be out there. So now, what does safety within that realm look like for you? This full moon is happening at the very base of your chart. So like literally, like this is your midhaven, your highest aspirations up here. This is where we planted those seeds. Your I see is your safety. This is your roots of the family, like the roots of the tree of your life down here. Home, my pocket of the world. Safety is key. This is Cancer vibes energy in here. So much like fixed, like intense energy happening for us. Okay, so we planted some seeds, who we wanted to be. Now, a few weeks later, once you have all of your abundances, like visualize you have, you know, your $100,000 sitting in front of you right now, like stacks of paper right here in your hand. In this moment, think of that. Actually think of that. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I want you to actually think of that. Who are you going to call? Legit, who do you want to call? And tell them. Dude, I just came into my abundances. My entire life is better and changed for the, like I can quit my, or if it's not $100,000, whatever number that is for you, whatever title that is for you, whatever it is that in your mind, Taurus, says, I've made it and I'm free. Who do you call? What do you do? Visualize the moment. And now I want you to look at who you did not call, who you did not include in that reality, who you said, oh, they're going to be jealous, they're going to be upset, they're going to find it to be like, you know who's on your team, who's rooting for you, and you know who is not. So who wasn't, who very brazenly stood out in your head, you're like, I'm not telling them shit. I'm not telling them fucking shit. Why are they in your life? Legit, why are they in your life? Why are you keeping this person around? If it is a fear-based mentality, if you have any sort of fear-based mentality about the people, the environment that you're in, the home that you're in, where you stay, I need you to release any and all mentality, any and all lack mentality about fear, that you can't figure this out, that you can't do it on your own, that you can't be at the top of the tower with people who really want to see you thrive, Taurus. You are beautiful. You are so beautiful. Like, absolutely stunning. Stunning, Alex. Stunning. Like, my dear friend, like, literally, I can't even get into it. I love you, Alex. Really, Taurus, like, if you want the freaking millions and millions and millions, your friend group, your community, your flock that's right around you should be so excited for you. They shouldn't be like, all right, well, where is it? They shouldn't be like, oh my God, fuck you. Where's, like, I'm not in my best space. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. We're doing hands-on healing at the hips and the sacral chakra. We're going root. We're going root. If we need to, if we're called to do some throat stuff, this is Taurus space, the throat. If we need to really like nourish any blockages within our throat chakra, let's focus there as well. And within like our written not manifestations, pardon me, for that slip up, but when we're writing out, I release any and all, you know, any community, anything that doesn't serve my highest legacy and my highest timeline. Come out, get them out. And tell this to God, and then it'll happen naturally. And don't be scared of them leaving. It's going to bring space for healthy people. Yeah, Taurus, just release fear. Release fear. Release fear. There's something else. I'm a sucker for the underdog. Go big. Like I said in the new moon, we're planting redwoods. Just go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go big. If anyone around you makes you feel like you can't go big, get them out of your life. I want you bold. I want you luscious. I want you thick. I want you wearing red lipstick. I want your hair feeling shiny and luscious and beautiful and wonderful. I don't want you to feel small ever. I want big dick energy. I want swagger. Strut your stuff. That was Taurus. Gemini, 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 Gemini. The fixity right now, Gemini, is probably feeling like, holy shit, fuck shit. Yeah, the fixity is probably feeling very, very intense right now, Gemini. You probably feel like one of your feet is stuck in a block of concrete right now. It'll feel better soon. Pisces season is coming. So, a few weeks ago, Gem, we talked about imposter syndrome. We talked about, this is Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Gemini rising, how you feeling? None of this is easy. None of it. I'm chilling. I'm check. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about imposter syndrome. New moon, quest, adventure, higher education, long distance travel. This is Jupiter vibes, this house. So we were talking about teaching, we were talking about taking a course, really like we're going up, We're on the up and up to our highest timeline up here. So if we're ready to teach, are we ready to learn? How are we leveling up? We're looking at now, this house of communication down here, this is what we're purging. This is a gem run house, so this should feel natural to you. This should feel natural to say what you need to say, to shoot your shot, Gemini, honey, you are smart. You have a lot to offer. You're really bright. You're really bright. And I just have to highlight and reference, my signs evolving videos where I go off on a little bit of a tangent about the Gemini, and I'm not a medical professional in any capacity. I'm a spiritual counselor and a healer and an artist and, just someone who enjoys, is fascinated by human behavior. And I've studied who we are and why we are the way we are. If you've been told that you are ADD, ADHD, that you interrupt people too much, fuck that friend. Fuck that person. With love and reverence, dude. But that's going to take a little bit more unpacking than you think. This happened when you were young. Your parents probably didn't want you to speak out of turn, didn't want you to go off on one of your, oh my God, and then this happened, and then this happened, and this happened, because to them, it was just you're just gabbering and all this stuff, and it's just no, you actually had a lot to say. You were probably speaking in galactic tongues, you're probably receiving messages from the vibrations of the people around you, and now you're just coming into this knowing that yeah, I do have two brains, and yeah, I do have a lot to offer, and yeah, I do take myself seriously. So try on these more, it's kind of in your own mind, you're not a sideshow act anymore, and you don't want to be. You're taking yourself more seriously, but it's hard to really say to the people around you that maybe they're family members, maybe they're friends, no, I'm taking myself more seriously now, so I'd appreciate a little bit more respect. Or that wasn't a joke. Sometimes when you say things and people just laugh at you because of the way you say it, or, a little bit of this is mutable air. This is fun. The Geminis are fun. So again, this is really like learning some new phrases that really, and trying them on for size, that say, that was hurtful, and kind of, I'm taking myself a little bit more seriously than that now, or I really know what I'm talking about. You know, finding some phrases that really work for you would be advantageous. You know, this is a house of communication, but also early childhood understanding. So really looking at maybe when you bite your tongue, the first time you ever had to, when you were trying to talk. This is early childhood understanding and connection. This is also like short trips and stuff like that, like short distance travel. Whereas the house that we're in right now up here, this is long distance travel, higher education. This is short distance travel and short trips and stuff like that. So if you got to get out of Dodge for a few minutes, go for a drive, do it. Do it. You know, the 9th house is also run by Sagittarius. So that you're, although this is fixed energy, this is on a mutable axis, and you're so mutable that you're probably feeling like, I just have to get out of it. Like, this is Gemini. Every Gemini in your life right now is going through, is this. You can do this, guys. You can do this. I promise you, and I won't get into the bigger transits right now, but you have like the Uranus transit as well as the Pluto transit. You will feel so... Wait, where is Saturn for you? Oh, Jesus God. In March, you'll feel better, Gemini. You'll feel a lot better. I love you. Oh my God, honey, you have been in it. You are a beautiful butterfly. I see you and I love you and I honor you in every possible capacity. I just can't even tell you, like, your transformation right now, you have probably felt like you've been goo and that people have been just taking advantage of you. I want to pull a tarot card for you right now, Gem. What tarot card does Gemini need to see today? Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, you've mastered some serious emotions right now. You are coming out of this like, honey, 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 you got this. You got this. In one of my books for this guy right here, it's literally, it says, bitch, stay calm. Bitch, stay calm. Yes. Like, integrate these two together. Although everyone thinks of you as this, you're a creative master, sweet Gemini. Like, I love you. I love you. You'll feel better in March. It's gonna be great. All's well in the world, Gem. Okie dokie. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh, I love you guys. Oh my goodness. Anytime I meet a Cancer and I tell them how I feel about them, they're just so like, this is, you know, I met a sweet Cancer last night and friends with a dear friend of mine and soul sister, and it's like, you're like a living room of a person, and she just like rugged up and she's like, thank you. I was like, you just want to cook banana bread for everybody. Like, you feel everything. I feel everything. So even the most like, even like an unawakened Cancer, they just feel everything. They're just like the deepest, most intrinsic empaths of the world. They're run by the moon. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. The sun, we planted seeds in our house of transformation, death, and rebirth. This is shared possessions, wills, contracts, legacies, all of those inheritances, things like that. So if you were keen to really buy property with people, we were looking at like, do we want to like come together contractually or do we want to separate contractually? And now the moon is in our second house of money, access to resources, pentacles, Taurus, money, 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 what's mine? So really, as you ascend and as you become this grand, great version of yourself, and you have all of this, you know, stuffs and all of these great things, this is lack mentality, Cancer. This is lack mentality. This is lack mentality. This is lack mentality. You having things does not take away from anybody. We all deserve to be as wealthy as possible. But are we willing to do it? You know, This 8th house for you is run by Aquarius. We're in Aquarius season, so you're obviously very open to different types of communities, I guess, for lack of better terms, different types of communities and ways of expressing that. You'd be open to, you know, maybe commune living like we talked about. But really, if you are going into any of these dealings or any of these things feeling shady, don't do it. If you feel like, if you're going into something that you want to be very authentic with these people and talk to them about, like if you want to start something with a group, do it. If you feel like you have to be like, then question why you're doing it. Are you trying to be sneaky, girl? Is somebody trying to be sneaky around you? This is a really powerful axis, a really powerful axis. So I highlight just, you are so intuitive and so knowing. Devil always wears a Sunday hat, don't forget. And Uranus, that's squared, Uranus and Taurus right now, which is square to this axis for you, is following your 11th house of community friendship and wishes of the future. Let it be as like spicy and alien as you want it to be. Let it be as unconventional as you want it to be. There's nothing that says you can't have what you want, Cancer. Nothing. But define maybe why you want it. Safety is key. At the end of the day, we're boiling down to love or fear. So if you're making decisions out of fear, look at that. What are you afraid of? Why? What happened? When? You're not that old anymore. Let it go. Look at it. Shine a spotlight on it. Let it go. Roar in pain and cry. Yes. Experience that sensation again. Yes. You're so worthy of a really awesome community of people loving how big you are and loving how deeply you feel. Actually, please put that on a Post-it, Cancer. I love how deeply I feel. I love how deeply I feel. It's pretty exceptional. But yeah, lack mentality, old belief systems about work. If you're going into something with people and it's self-sacrificial, if you're like, ooh, I can't afford this mortgage, then look at it. Then look at it. Yeah, look at it. This should be a trust fall with your community. It should feel effortless. It should feel, I got you, you got me, I got you, you got me. It should feel like an absolute team. Yeah, an absolute team. No matter what it looks like, no matter how different it is. If you're here with me, you're a little different, you know? I'm non-monogamous. What does your community look like? It could be big, could be small, but don't sacrifice yourself, Cancer. Don't sacrifice yourself. Recognize that although you are the one that built the table and you brought everyone to the table, you don't have to bring everything to the table. Other people can bring things to the table too. Yeah, they really can. Even if you built the table, and even if you are the one that's bringing the people to the table, you don't have to bring everything to the table, Cancer. You can step back. You can step back and let people call you when they need you. That's an option. Honest to goodness, right now, in this day and age, and I was chatting with a soul sister yesterday about this, like, as light workers and healers and empaths and, you know, the leaders of this new world, you know where to find us. Call us if you need us. Ask us questions. Not that people are stepping down or slowing down, but we're really stepping into a vibration of ease and grace. So let it be easy for everyone. Yourself, your leaders, your flock, your team, everybody. But ask for help when you need it. Ask for help when you need it, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. Leo, I'm a little intimidated to do this one. I'm a little intimidated, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are the most courageous beings I know. And I love you. I love you. Okay. Okay. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. I love you. I'm gonna look right at you while I do this one. Ego. What does it mean to you? You deserve the praise that you receive. You deserve every little bit of it. But what can you let go of? Who can you let go of? If an old version of yourself is being released right now, let go of people who don't serve that version of you anymore. We planted seeds for our house of relationships. The beginning of the new moon, pardon me. Do you want to have babies? Do you want to get married? Shoot your shot? What did you want? And this full moon is happening your house of self and the beginning and who you are and the storefront window to yourself. And I say this with love, but please don't keep people in your life just because, maybe there was an older version of you that was very egocentric. And now you're not that way anymore. You've evolved. Don't keep the person in your life that sucks on your toes and loved that old version of you. Let them free. Let them go. Offer them the same grace that they offer you every moment. And give yourself the same cheerlead that you give to everyone else in this world, you beautiful lion, you. Cheerlead yourself. You're worthy of the freaking rock star. You are worthy of the person that can suck on your toes, but then absolutely love you and respect you. And respect you, Leo. You're worthy of respect. You're worthy of admiration, but not just like idealization. Not, no. You're worthy of someone actually giving a fuck about you and going toe to toe with you when need be. You're so worthy of that. You're so worthy of that. You're so beautiful and so lovely and so heart-centered and so heart-filled. Like, please, hands-on healing for Leo. Just heart. Put green, gold, ruby around your neck at all times. Just if you can, Leo, stay in a private space as much as possible for the full moon and love yourself and don't be ashamed to cry. I really love you. And I'm really proud of how far you've come. There's some incredibly deep transformations that are happening for you right now. And where is Cap? Everything about your life is just shifting and growing for the better, honey, for the better. But you've leveled up. You have leveled up in such a way, and you are ready to. Things are probably changing super quick right now for you, Leo. Let them. And try not to focus on anything. No, I say this again with love. The fire signs are the main characters of the world. Yes. You are the star. Yes. But people aren't sitting, judging, waiting for, oh my God, did this happen? Oh my goodness, they said this, this. Like, yes, there's gossip. Yes, there are these things happening, but it's not as intense as you think it is. People aren't literally like sitting out waiting with like the paparazzi cameras to like take pictures of you. Yes, that's the vibe, but like, it's okay. be vulnerable and be authentic. Be like, yeah, that didn't work out. I shot my shot and he was great and it was awesome and wonderful. And yeah, he was going to marry me and shit, but it was great. But I need something better. Better than that? Yeah, actually better than that because I've leveled up. Like, it's okay to be so much brighter, Leo. That's an okie dokie thing. Be bigger. But yeah. Let him go with grace. Let him go with grace. Stay home. Eat pizza. Chill out. This one will really feel big. It's gonna feel big. Alrighty. Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Virgo, you're starting to believe in the magic a little. You guys are starting to believe in the woo, which is really cool because the Virgo would never believe in the woo unless they had tried and tested the woo. And there was some documentation. There's some oomph behind this. There's some oomph behind this. So Aquarius for Virgo is in the Virgo run house of everyday life and practical service. So we were planting seeds on what we wanted for our everyday life to be and really kind of recognizing that, like, again, I will whisper because not everyone will watch, but I'll still, you don't have to work until you die. So those seeds that we planted are redwoods. They're going to sprout and it'll take your time, but it's like, it's almost like you get to go around as if you've just like won the lottery and you didn't tell anybody about it. Like, Virgo, I want you to pretend that you won the lottery and that you didn't tell, and you just can't tell anybody about it, but you just like have whatever, you know, that amount is to you that like represents winning the lottery. And it's just like your everyday life and your dealings when you're at work and when you're just ordering lunch and stuff like that. But like, they don't know that I just have like billions of dollars. Play that game. And that's what I feel like the Virgo's feeling right now is like, I planted those seeds, but nobody knows. It's so cute. And now this full moon is happening in our soul purpose house. Endings, closures, healing, coming home. It's a kind of legacy, but like this is public life legacy, but this is like my soul purpose. Yeah, let go of any old structured. Make a box in your mind or a place in your mind that you can put the things that don't make sense in your mind's eye. I'll give an example. When I was first really coming into my visuals and my shamanic journeying, you know, I would, you know, close my eyes and see all these things and I'd come out and be like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. And so in my mind's eye, in my meditation space, I created a little mahogany table. I'll show you. A little mahogany table. In my mind's eye, I'm a visual person. Thank you. So this is one of my altars, little table. That's where the eagle goes. I still have it, yes. Where these images, these things that would come into my mind's eye that were too magical, too fucking weird, that I had no idea what to do, I would put them on this table. Look. It's got a compartment. I put them on a table. I don't know what the fuck to do with it, but it's somewhere. So please, Virgo, in your meditation, or maybe have a separate journal, or maybe a note in your phone, a private space. Find a compartment and a mahogany table, if you will, to put the things that don't make sense. And maybe start to just like integrate an acceptance of that. And, as we purge our belief systems, as we purge the old, and definitely our hands on healing are going up here. They're going head, they're going ears, they're going, like, I'd say chin up. So hands on healing here, top of the head, over the eyes, even like give a little scan and see what's feeling hot, what feels like there's energy coming off of, and this heal. Sometimes just going like this, and like the first thing I hear sometimes is like this, like screech, but that just means we're just letting go of the what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck's going on. So that is that. So I would really say, Virgo, find a place and let go of like rigidity, like give a little bit of wiggle. I release the grip on my reality. If that makes sense, it's like release and surrender into like, all right, I guess certain magic tricks have their let's be open to that. Let's be open to that. So that's kind of cool. So Virgo, that's how I feel about that. Sweet Virgo. Virgo. All right. Libra. Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. I just love you guys so much. Just Libra, we're having fun, we're making babies, we're doing really great things as far as like play and childlike spirits and having a grand old time. And what we're letting go of is up in our house of community, friendship, and wishes for the future. Libra. Do you actually want babies, or were you told that you want babies? Were you taught that you want babies? Do you actually want that person, or were you taught that? We're unpacking and we're really doing some interesting rewiring right now. Yeah, Libra. This is, this little bit, this has the little bit of the vibe of, the Leo sun, moon, and rising video, which really we talked about, like, if we have leveled up and we have people in our lives that are, we love the way that they make us feel. They make us feel pretty. They make us feel loved and delicious and wonderful. But we don't really like them as much as they like us. That will come back to bite you. I'm just going to brazenly say that. This is Aquarius season. We go off of vibes. So we're having fun right now. Libra, we're having fun. This is an air. We're in trine to your, the sun is trine to your, okay, so if your rising sign is here, sun is here, it's like a triangle, really nice flowing energy. So we're feeling good. I want to say, look at kind of what you wanted on your birthday. Yeah, look at your birthday and the wishes that you made when you blew up the candles and the beautiful cake that your friends got you. Do you like those friends? Why do you hang out with those friends? Yeah, the tea is great. I know. I love it too. I love it. Just want to fucking... But as we ascend and we become the greatest versions of ourselves, we kind of have to find a new way of doing that. You know, just like when you quit smoking cigarettes and you grab a straw and you suck on a straw, just breathe my beautiful fresh air. Just sit with my healthy self without my friends that I love to gossip with. Like, that's okay. It's okay to leave that behind. You can be awesome and lovely and wonderful and fun and a good person too. Yeah, I feel like this full moon in Leo right now for Libra, sun, moon, and rising, this could bring out you could really choose one side of the scale on this one. This could bring out a really positive side of you, and this could bring out a really negative side of you. I think whichever one you're teetering towards, go that way. If it's bringing out a negative side of you, then look at it. Look at it, but do not take it out on your community. Do not take it out on anybody else. Stay home. Stay home, honey, or bite your motherfucking tongue. Yeah. Aquarius season does not, I mean, granted, no, Mercury is still in Capricorn. Oh my goodness, we are not going to be communicating in a lovely way. It's going to come out a little bit blunt. So if you have nothing nice to say, in my opinion, do not say anything at all. If you need to have a dramatization with yourself in the mirror about what you want to say to whoever this is, yeah, Libra, let it go. Don't get sucked into shit. Don't get sucked into that codependent reality that you used to play in. You're better than that. You're better than that. Yeah, we planted seeds for fun, for joy, for romance. You want to be wooed. This is fifth house energy that we're in right here. Like, this is lovely. But you are so beautiful and wonderful, the inside out, that if people are not honoring that and really nourishing that, you deserve it. Just like the lion, just like the Leo, you deserve praise. You deserve praise. You're a muse. You deserve people expressing how lovely you are and how inspiring you are by existence, by your vibration and energy alone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, some healing on the throat, on expressing yourself. You're safe with your friends. And even if you look like a sweet lamb, you can use words of a lion. And you can have the courage of a lion. I believe in you. Very much so.